Good morning from EPCOT. After a late night last night, I decided to have an easy day today. So today is all about food and wine. I'm ready to eat a lot. I will apologise if I'm a bit low energy because I'm very tired. I've had very little sleep. You might be able to hear in my voice. There's some sort of cold situation brewing, which we're going to ignore. If we don't acknowledge it, it won't happen, right? That's what I'm going with. And also, unfortunately for me, my plantar fasciitis is starting to play up a bit. So I'd always planned if I do something with a late night to have like an easier day. So today it's going to be a lot of eating, a lot of sitting down, a relaxing kind of EPCOT day. I was so excited for food and wine. There's like 11 vegan options this year. I'm probably not going to eat all 11. And I have already had the guava cake, which was delicious. But I've got my little map and you can get your little stamps. So let's go and dive into food and wine. It certainly looks like a busy EPCOT day because it's currently a 25-minute wait for Spaceship Earth. On busy days, it's always nice when you have plans to do something a bit more restful and you know you're not going to have to be battling with the queues. You're like, I'm just going to eat a lot. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be glorious. So I think this was a perfect choice after Halloween Horror Nights, which was incredible. I can't get over it. It was the best thing. And, you know, what else do you need? Just a lot of food. And then no queue. I mean, there will be queues for the food, but not 25 minutes, hopefully. So first up, I'm going to go to the new communal hall and go to Macketisers to get the Impossible Chili Mac and Cheese. Haven't had any breakfast, so I think this is a good hearty way to start the day. I am not a huge mac and cheese fan, but the last time I was here I did have a mac and cheese that I liked, so I think this will be interesting. It's got Impossible Chili now, which it didn't have before, so I'm very excited to try that. So today I've had to switch things up a bit because my backpack is still soaking wet from last night, so I've had to bring out a little bag and my normal bag that I put my camera and everything in to let that dry out. Downside, there's no space for an umbrella. Couldn't be bothered to carry it. The umbrella's still soaking wet. But it is looking rather cloudy, so I'm hoping that, you know, if it stays cloudy, that's fine. Just no rain, guys, because I'm not prepared and I can't cope. I've got a lot going on. Already got a lot going on with the situation we're not talking about. The foot, I can't be dealing with the rain. I have got the Impossible Chili Mac and Cheese. It's nice that it's kind of got some Impossible on top now. You also get some vegan cheddar, some vegan sour cream. I think there's some Fritos for some crunch. So let's dig into the first dish from Food and Wine this year that I'm going to try. The Impossible Chili is really, really delicious, really flavourful, not spicy. Has some kidney beans as well. The mac and cheese is actually interesting because it's not like super heavy. Sometimes it can be a bit stodgy, but this is like a nice coating of the cheese. So overall, I think this is pretty good. I'm not a massive mac and cheese fan, but enjoying this. It's really nice when you get one of the like tortilla chips or potato chips. It gives you that extra crunch, which is really, really nice. And it's really exciting to have vegan cheese and sour cream, because these are things you don't normally get. So it's a dish that's like macaroni cheese, Impossible meat, sour cream, vegan cheese. Like, it's wild the amount of vegan alternatives they have in this dish. So that was a really great first dish at Food and Wine. Like, I really enjoyed that. The flavour was great, and as someone who doesn't really like mac and cheese, I was super impressed. That was really tasty and delicious. I think I'm going to head to Festival Favourites now and get a little Schofferhofer. I'm like, maybe 2% alcohol will perk me up a bit. So here they do have the grapefruit one, and over in the Germany pavilion they have the lemon one. So we might see, I think here you could get the small one rather than the big one. So let's get a little small one, and then later on we might get the lemon one as well and compare the two. So I have got the 6-ounce Schofferhofer, the grapefruit edition from Festival Favourites. It's very small. Because obviously we work in pints in the UK, I have no idea how big or small 6 ounces is, but it feels quite small. I am someone who does not like beer or grapefruit, but love Schofferhofer. It's really, really delicious. And it was one of those drinks, I heard so many people talk about it, and I got such FOMO, and I was like, I don't even like beer or grapefruit, but I think I have to try this because everyone's going on about it. And it's so delicious, and particularly in like the Florida heat, although today it's a bit more cool, humid but cool. This drink is so refreshing. It's really crisp. It's not bitter or sour like grapefruit can be. It's like really smooth. It's delicious. So don't miss out. FOMO is real. You've got to get the Schopenhoffer. And when the festival is on, you can get the 6-ounce version, so you can get the smaller versions just to get a taste to see if you like it or not. But it's so delicious. So Prost, as they would say in Germany. So delicious. What's really nice is next to Communical Hall, you've now got this area where there's loads and loads of seating, which is obviously great during festival season, but also just nice in general, because Epcot is a deceptively big park. To have little places you can sit down is absolutely lovely. But this is going to bring me on to a bugbear. Because I'm a bit tired, maybe some controversial opinions are going to come out today. But one of them is it's really difficult when you're a solo traveller. So I got to Communical Hall as it opened, and immediately everyone went and sat down. No one had any food, everyone went and sat down. So then by the time I got my food, there's no tables left. No one else has got any food. But as a solo traveller, obviously I don't have the luxury of having someone else go and sit down. So it's really, really difficult because, especially today when my foot's hurting, I'm like, I can't be standing, I need to sit down. So you either need to just find like a wall or somewhere outside, although this is great and it's so close to Communical Hall, or just stand and hope for the best. But it is really difficult, and it is like an unspoken rule to not do that. If you don't have food, don't sit down. And I have actually seen cast members say to people, they're like, oh, can I get a table? And they're like, no, you don't have any food. But it's one of those things, as a solo traveller, it's even more noticeable because I'm just walking around with my food getting cold and I'm like, I've got nowhere to sit. So that is a little bit of a controversial opinion. First one of the day, let's see if there's any more. But I have to say, the weather at the moment is lovely because it's not too hot. It's a bit humid, but not like I'm sweating and dying like every other day with the humidity. And just having a little bit of food, having a little bit of a drink, sitting down, looking through my festival map, seeing what I'm going to get next is glorious. Like, I love food and wine days during a trip. And if you're looking for like a rest day, this is perfect because you're not going to be rushing around. You're going to be slowly wandering around the park, eating and drinking. What could be better than that? It's literally like the best day. And I think actually this is what made me fall in love with Epcot last time I was here. Because before, Epcot to me was always a park, like when I was a kid it was like, what is this? Like, where are the rides? There's hardly no rides. What's this? Why is there a fake Italy here? What's going on? Like, I just didn't get it. But then doing food and wine as an adult and wandering around and eating and drinking all day is amazing. And it really, really gave me a whole new appreciation for World Showcase. And World Showcase is now like my favourite part of Epcot. I love taking it in. So I've been looking forward to this day all trip, and I'm so excited it's here. So the Schopenhoffer was $5.75 for this size. It's very, very small. It's like significantly smaller than like a cup of water. It's really, really tiny. And last year I was actually in Berlin, and we went to a supermarket like in central Berlin, which I assume would be a bit more expensive. It's kind of like a Tesco Metro sort of situation. And you could get like, it was something stupid, like a litre of Schopenhoffer for like just over €1. So you definitely are paying a premium for enjoying your Schopenhoffer in Epcot. But it does taste extra special here because I sometimes do buy it in the UK. You can buy it in supermarkets and you normally get like 3 cans for £6 or something. It's quite reasonable. Doesn't taste as good. And I think that's what you're paying for. Epcot does make it taste even more delicious. As I head to my next food and wine location, I'm going to go through Creation Shop. I briefly looked in here, but I'm like, I need to have a proper look. I do love a shop, so let's go in and get some air conditioning as well. Of course, you can find some food and wine specific merch. I do love that you can buy this and it's of the little tables. One of the Disney tables. Normal people would call it a trash can, but we all know it's a Disney table. Love this shirt, that's so nice. I think we also know someone who would like this. That is me. They have these Figment food and wine ears. And of course you can get a spirit jersey. The bag I actually really love. And a little t-shirt. You can get a little Chef Mickey. There are a lot of different things you can buy. If you love cooking or clothing, you can get it with food and wine. There's a little Figment book. This is very cute. I don't need a children's book, I don't need a children's book, I don't need a children's book. These are some really, really nice notepads if you're looking for something quite fancy. I love yellow and I love anything retro, so this is really cute. And of course we've got Figment. Why I've only just found out now that this hat exists. Could have been wearing this the whole time. It's absolutely wild. If I'm going to go fully in on Figment, I think I'll have to get this. Am I that dedicated though? I'm not sure. But if I was looking for something more reasonable, they do have a Figment bag, which is very cute. I really, really love this range. It's kind of a bit retro, but also really fun. I really like this backpack as well. That's such a nice design. And of course in here you can get EPCOT specific merch, which is so nice that you can get it themed specifically to this park. I have to say I do absolutely love this print. It's so nice. I do also really love this shirt design. I keep seeing it and I'm like, oh, it's so nice. And right next to Creation Shop you have Club Cool, which is where you can go and try different cola products from around the world. So let's go in, go have a taste of that classic Beverly drink to, you know, just liven the taste buds up a bit. So there are 8 flavours in total from all around the world that you get to try. So the first one I can try here is from Russia, and it's a Sprite, but a cucumber flavour. I love cucumber flavoured things, so have a little taste of this. Let's see. Love, absolute love, 100%, that is amazing. It's so refreshing, and that cucumber taste is so like light and like, you just know what cucumber's like. It gives like you that bright taste in your mouth. We need this immediately. Okay, next we're going to go to China and have some sour plum tea flavoured soda. It tastes like barbecue sauce. It's nice, but it's really weird because it is like drinking fizzy barbecue sauce, but it's really, really tasty, really flavourful. Next up, we are going to try Royal Watermelon from the Philippines. Love watermelon, so excited to try this. Oh, that is refreshing. You do get that watermelon taste. It's also quite sweet. That's really nice. On a hot day, that is going to be such a refreshing drink. Okay, so next up I'm going to do the Beverly to get it out of the way because I've had Beverly before and it's literally disgusting. So let's try it. It's so bitter. That is really, I don't know how people are drinking this. Surely they have to add something to it because it's so bitter. I don't know why I'm taking another sip, but let's try again. No, that is awful. Absolutely awful. Why is anyone drinking this? Surely in Italy this isn't a real thing. No one's drinking this, are you? Okay, so next up is Minute Maid Joy Apple Lychee from Korea. This sounds like something I'm going to love because I love apple, love lychee. So let's try this after the disgusting Beverly. Oh, that's great. That's really delicious. It's got that sweetness. It's got that really lovely soft lychee flavour. That is amazing. We need to start selling some of these drinks in the UK because they're literally incredible. The cucumber Sprite and this, we need it immediately. So next up is the Country Club Merengue from Dominican Republic. Doesn't say what flavour it is, but it is orange, so let's see. I don't know what the flavour is. You can get like a hint of vanilla, and it's really delicious. So far, the Sprite, the lychee, and they're some of my 3 favourites. Like, they're so good. This is really good. There is one flavour that isn't currently available from Moldova, but I've gone for the last flavour, which is called Bonbon Anglais from the Madagascar. So, that smells really tropically fruit. I don't know why I thought it was going to be vanilla-y, because Madagascar vanilla, but let's try it. Oh, that's great. That's like tropical fruit flavour. That's it. Some of these drinks are absolutely incredible. and we need them immediately. But what's interesting is there are some that are also really, really unique. So the one that tastes a bit like barbecue sauce, the plum tea, was it plum tea? Sour plum tea. That's so interesting. Never had anything like that, and it's not unpleasant. It's quite nice. It's just very unusual. Some of these drinks are great. Apart from Beverly, I refuse to accept people in Italy drinking Beverly. I don't believe it. I think it's a vicious rumour because it's not palatable. It's not possible to drink it. It's really, really bad. Absolutely anyone can come into Club Cool and try these drinks. It's completely free. So also, if you're feeling a bit dehydrated, pop in and grab a few different drinks, just not the Beverly. But maybe start with the Beverly, and then you'll have to drink all of the others to get the taste out of your mouth, and you'll be really hydrated. So maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's what Beverly's here for. So I am now making my way over to my next food and wine location. This time I think I'm going to be getting some adobo yucca fries. Very excited. This was here during my last trip. I didn't try it, but everyone says it's like a real standout, so I'm definitely going to have that. Behind me is Guardians. Definitely not buying it today. Everyone's willing me to try it. It's one of the things, I am so curious, but I am almost certain it would make me really ill. And that's the thing, when I came across Tron, I immediately was like, that is the limit. Like, we've reached it, there's no way. And I'm just very, very nervous, because not only am I motion sick, I also have a phobia of being sick. So what will happen is I'll be in the queue and I'll be making myself feel sick because I'm stressing out about feeling sick, and then we won't even know if it's Guardians that makes me feel ill or if it's me that makes me feel ill. It'll just be a whole scenario. And I'm just very nervous to try them. I do think it is something I need to try once in my lifetime. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if this trip is the one. So I have the adobo yucca fries, which have a garlic and cilantro aioli. They look really good. They look really, really crisp. The sauce smells amazing. So let's take it. The garlic and cilantro sauce is incredible. It's so fresh. It's kind of like a mayo, but it has that freshness of the cilantro and the zing of the garlic. It's really, really good. Fries are really crispy on the outside, soft in the middle. Like, this is delicious. So far I've enjoyed both of the dishes I've had and the chauffeur. I think that I liked the chilli a little bit more, but the flavour of that sauce on top of those fries were amazing. So I am now in an area where there's 2 more places to eat. However, I'm going to have a little sit down on a break because I can't eat immediately. I don't think it helps. I've just had 7 different drinks in Club Cola that were all fizzy. So I'm going to have a little break, and I'm looking forward to the next 2 dishes. One is a new slider, which sounds absolutely incredible, and one are the buffalo chicken wings. Now, last time I was here, they'd had buffalo Brussels sprouts, and they were amazing. However, I had heard mixed reviews about the chicken version, obviously vegan chicken. So it's going to be interesting to see what that's like. I do love buffalo, and I think you get like a vegan blue cheese sauce. So we'll see what it's like. But have a little break first. Let the stomach recover a bit. When you do food and wine, you need to pace yourself because you're going to be eating all day long. So kind of little and often. That's the goal. So I had a nice little sit down and rest, and now I'm ready for some more food. I did go to Brew Wings, but the queue is absolutely massive. But it is around lunchtime, so that makes sense. So there is one more location in this area, which is Flavors from Fire, where they have a Montreal style slider, which has like a cheese and tomato topping. Classic combination. So very excited to try this. So let's head there now and have a little bit of a burger moment. I do really love that any location where Disney are using Impossible meat, they have this infographic to let you know the benefits of it, which is so nice, and it's great to kind of see the promotion of plant-based meats. So I have got the Impossible Montreal style slider. It comes with a tomato jam and some vegan cheese, and of course an Impossible patty. It looks really good, and it's such a cute size. Like, I do love a slider because just how adorable. It does look, it could get quite messy. So wish me luck. It looks like quite the mouthful. Cheers. That's really good. You get the sweetness from the tomato jam, and then you get like the smoky flavour from the Impossible burger. And then the nice tang of the cheese. Look, this is a really, really good burger. And it's like the perfect little size for food and wine, because you're gonna, it will be quite filling actually. It's not like super small, but it will still leave you room to try more things. But this is really delicious. I would say if you come to one of the tabletops outside, don't touch it. I just made the mistake of resting my arm on it. Roasting hot, which I suppose does make sense because it's metal in the sun. But don't make that mistake because it's pretty painful. So early one I said, oh, it's a lovely temperature today, which it was. However, now it is unbelievably roasting hot. And because a lot of the food booths are just booze and you have to sit outside to eat, I'm getting so unbelievably hot. So I'm going to pop into the Starbucks just so I can get some cool aircon and a little drink. And that is the one downside I would say of food and wine, is it's very exposed. There are very few locations where you can actually sit down inside in the cool. Most of the tables are also standing tables, so just be aware, pace yourself, put in some drink stops along your route and you'll be good. So I popped into Connections Cafe, which is the Starbucks in EPCOT, and got a little refresher drink, so I'm feeling much, much cooler and more hydrated now. However, I've come over so tired. Like I didn't get into bed till about 3 a.m. and then because my feet were hurting so much I couldn't sleep for hours, and then I got up I think at 7:45. So what I'm thinking about possibly doing, because I've had, how many options have I had now? I've had 4 options. I've had a burger, I've had some fries, I had some mac and cheese. So yeah, I've had the 3 options. I think I've got another 3 that I want to try during this trip. So I might go and have a little bit of a break in the hotel room, have a little nap, and then come back in the late afternoon for dinner. Because the thing with when you're doing food and wine is you do need to space it out. Although the portion sizes are small, it is hard to eat them back to back to back because it's just not normal to eat that much. But kind of having like the 3 or 4 things I've had this morning for my lunch and then come back for grazing for dinner, I think will be perfect. So I might head back to the hotel now, have a little nap, get refreshed, wake up a bit and come back. And I'm so excited for part 2 because there's some really, really good options left to try and I cannot wait. They sound delicious. Hopefully by then, I was going to say hopefully by then Brew Wings will have calmed down. I think Brew Wings is busy all day long. It's significantly longer. It's about 5 times longer a queue than any other booth. So it seems very, very popular. So maybe it will calm down, maybe it won't. We'll be ready for the queue. Now works actually the perfect time to have a break because Connections Cafe is very, very close to the front of the park, and the rest of the booths that I want to go to will take me further around World Showcase. So I think it's just worked out perfectly. There's a nice little break time, and I'm really looking forward to having a little nap. I haven't had a nap during this trip, which sounds silly because I'm nearly 40 years old and like not a baby, but normally the first couple of days in my afternoon break I sometimes have a nap to get into the time, you know, get over the jet lag a bit, and I haven't done it this trip. I kind of managed to kind of just get into it, which was helpful. The first couple of days I was getting up stupid early, but then I wasn't going to bed super early, so I think that kind of helped. But yeah, last night was a very, very late night. I am normally asleep by 10 p.m. The fact that I didn't even get into the room till gone 2 o'clock in the morning, I was like, who are you? Who is this new person? But interestingly, the event went so fast, I didn't have a clue how late it was. And we got to our second to last house and I checked the time. It was midnight, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe the time. And Shelby was like, I can't believe you don't feel like it's that late. And I was like, yeah, no. I could have kept going, but what a night. It was well worth the late night. But then, like I say, doing food and wine the next day is perfect because it's such a relaxing day. It's so nice to not have like reservations and having to be clock watching or thinking, right, I've got to keep checking the app to see ride wait times. It's so nice. Although ironically, when I was sat down I did check the ride wait times and they are unbelievably long. Living with the land is currently a 30-minute wait. That will tell you it is a very busy day in EPCOT. I am surprised this week seems to be significantly more. I am surprised because this week seems to be significantly busier than last week. I don't know if it's because it's a Monday, so people may have done a long weekend. Maybe it will calm down a bit. But at the moment it's feeling very, very busy everywhere. So again, it's been perfect to do food and wine today because you don't have to worry about any of this. We're not going on any rides. All we have to focus on are the queue wait times for the food booths. So I've just had a little 2-hour much needed nap, and I'm now ready to go back to EPCOT. I've woken up hungry, so I cannot wait to carry on eating around the world and go find the rest of these vegan options that I want to try. There are some I'm not going to try because I've either had them before or I just don't think I'll be able to eat that amount of food. But we're going to go see how much we can fit in. So I am now back in EPCOT, so I am going to start where I finished and head back to Brew Wings. Let's see if the queue has gone down. It's saying Spaceship Earth is now a 5-minute wait, but it's definitely a longish queue. But maybe the wait times are starting to come down. Maybe people were here in the morning, they've gone somewhere else. So let's see, but it's definitely been a busy day in EPCOT. But all we need to care about is these food queues. So let's head to Brew Wings and get these vegan buffalo wings. Okay, the queue is definitely much more manageable. Earlier on, it was out the door. We're inside in the air conditioning, so that's a good sign. So I have got the Impossible chicken tender wings in a buffalo sauce with vegan blue cheese and some celery. So let's see what this is like. Last time I was here, this was actually a similar dish, but it was Brussels sprouts. So let's have a see what these are like. I'm using a knife and fork, which I think is untraditional, but if I can not use my hands, I will. That's nice. The buffalo sauce has a bit of a heat to it, but the vegan blue cheese really tastes like blue cheese, and it has that calming effect. Like, I'm really impressed. I've heard like mixed reviews about these, and I think sometimes depending on the batch you get, they can either be good or not so great. But these taste really good, and this vegan blue cheese is unreal. I'm liking this. The buffalo sauce isn't too spicy. It's not gonna like blow your head off. It also comes with a little bit of vegan ranch to also cool it down. So I think having the vegan ranch and the blue cheese really does take the edge off of the spice. But you also get 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4 chicken tenders. So you get quite a big portion, and I'm really enjoying this. I won't eat the celery because it's the devil's food, but the rest of it, delicious. I absolutely love that this is also linked to the Muppets, and you have Beaker and Bunsen, who are 2 of my absolute favourite Muppets, so that's an added bonus to coming here. So I have taken a brief visit to World Showcase. Early this trip to go to Regal Eagle and Shikisai, but now I'm going to go and experience it proper. It's my favourite part of EPCOT, so let's take a wander around the world. Grand Fiesta Tour is one of my favourite rides. Earlier on it was over a 30-minute wait, so let's pop in now and see if it's died down a bit so we can go say hello to the 3 Caballeros. The interior of the Mexico Pavilion is one of my absolute favourites. It's so stunning. It's that perpetual twilight. The shops here are really, really good. And something I've always wanted to try is the avocado margarita. However, because I don't normally drink, I'm like, I think that might be too much. I could do 2% Schopenhoffer. I don't know about the strong margarita. So I got in the queue and waited a bit, and I was like, they said it was a 10-minute wait on the app. That was definitely it's the longest wait I've ever seen. And it wasn't really moving, so I thought, let's jump out, but have a look at some of the merch, because they've got some amazing merch. This shirt is absolutely everything. Are these shoulder plushes or just little guys? Oh no, they get 3. Oh my god, you get all of them. You get all 3. That's so cute. So as I've mentioned, this trip is definitely the hottest I've ever experienced Florida. It's unreal. And every single day I'm blown away by the cast members who are out in the boiling hot, the really intense humidity and the pouring rain, and they're always doing it with a smile on their face. It blows me away, and particularly like the characters who are doing all of this in such thick costumes. Like, I'm so impressed every single time. So big shout out to all the cast members, because it is incredible that you manage to do all of this day in, day out, and still remain so lovely and friendly and positive and upbeat. I'm out in for like 10 minutes and I'm like, I can't cope. So I don't know how these people are doing it day in, day out, but it's literally remarkable. Kringler Bakery Og Cafe, they do have the Kringler, which is kind of like a Norwegian pretzel but sweet. You could have chocolate or almond, and they are plant-based. I've always wanted to try one. However, I think today I've got to focus on food and wine. I'm going to be coming back to EPCOT one more time this trip, so maybe I'll grab it then, because it does sound amazing, and it's great to have a sweet treat because there aren't that many vegan sweet treats, but this sounds epic and it needs to be eaten. I am so happy to be back in World Showcase. I absolutely love wandering around, having a little look in the shops and just like soaking up the culture, and it's definitely my favourite part of EPCOT. I actually heard someone else in the queue saying, I really, World Showcase is the best part of EPCOT, and I was like, yes it is. Whilst I was in the queue briefly to go on Grand Fiesta Tour before I left, so people were saying that a lot of the rides here today have been going down quite a lot, so I think that's why the queue times are so long, because the rides that are open, everyone has to go to. So yeah, it's been a bit of a difficult day in EPCOT, I think, but let's hope all the rides reopen and people can do everything they fancy. Okay, my next dish to try is the Impossible Spicy Sausage with peri peri peppers and onions and peri peri sauce. Looks like a messy boy. So we will see how it goes. I'm hoping the bun is more intact than the ones you get at Casey's Corner. Oh no, it's two separate halves of a bun, not connected. Oh, okay. So the sausage itself is really, really nice. I wouldn't say the sausage is spicy, but it does have really, really good flavour. It has a little bit of a peppery taste. You can taste some nice herbs in there. That is really, really good. But let's try and get some of the topping. So the onions and peppers are cooked nicely. They're like really, really soft. Again, I wouldn't say it's super, super spicy. So if you read spicy and it puts you off, I wouldn't worry. There is a tiny bit of kick, but it's like a 1 or 2 out of 10. So quite low on the scale. But yeah, this is a nice dish. It's probably my least favourite I've had. It's quite a heavy dish. It's quite a messy dish. And I preferred the other things more, but this is a solid option. We are getting close to my favourite pavilion now. My favourite pavilion is the Germany pavilion. I think it's so beautiful. Love the shop. And of course, I've got to go to the booth to get the lemon chauffeur hopper. Never had the lemon flavour before. So let's go see what that's like. So I have now got the lemon chauffeur hopper. It's funny because I don't normally drink, and I have chauffeur hopper and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe it. It's only like 2% alcohol. It's basically not alcohol, and it's a small container, but I'm like, oh my god, I'm a different person. They say when you go on holiday, travel changes you, and now I'm drinking beer. But let's see how different this is to the grapefruit. Ooh, that's really nice. That's even nicer, I think, because it has like a brightness to it because of the lemon. It gives that little zing. That's really good. Oh, I absolutely love it. That is delicious. You can actually get it in 2 sizes, so I always get the smaller size. But this is amazing. So if you like the grapefruit one, definitely get the lemon one, because this I think is even nicer because it has a lightness to it. That's not a word, but a lightness from the zest of the lemon. It's great. This is one of my all-time favourite pavilions in EPCOT. I just think it's so pretty and I love all of the shops. So I'm going to head into the shop where you can get the Christmas decorations and see the Christmas pickle. Now, I asked last time I was here, I was like, is this a real thing in Germany? Do people actually do the pickle thing? And whoever finds the pickle on the tree gets a present? I think that's what EPCOT is saying. Loads of people said they've never ever heard of this. Is this something that that you have made up in EPCOT to make you buy a $40 pickle Christmas ornament? However, there is a band I like, and I watched one of their music videos and it was set at Christmas time and they put a pickle on the tree, and I was like, well, hang about. This either is a thing in Germany, but maybe specific parts of Germany, or they've been to EPCOT and they know about it. So we've got to settle this once for all. If you are German, do let me know. Is this a real thing? Are we being tricked? Or is this actually a tradition in Germany? All your Christmas pickle needs are catered for in here. However, let's have a little look. Well, these ones are $30, much more reasonable. Love these little nutcrackers. They're very cute. Oh, I love this. It's like a Christmas tree skirt, but that's really pretty. There is a whole wall of gherkin decoration, which I absolutely love, or pickle as it is known here. I love the one with the Mickey hat on. That's incredible. This one is fab because it is jazzy. And they've got the little slices. Very cool. You can also get a very, very tiny one, which is very cute. I did actually buy a mug last time from this shop, but this is a new design, which is very cute. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to buy a Christmas pickle this year. I think it's happening. If you're looking for t-shirts with top bands, you have to come here because they always have hilarious t-shirts. You can get all of your different steins for your beer. I did actually buy this bag last time because it's incredible. Is this the best pair of ears that you can get in EPCOT? That is absolutely hysterical. I love it. So when I was buying my pickle, I was speaking to an amazing cast member who is from Hamburg, and it's actually her last day, but I was asking her, is this a real thing? Because I feel like this isn't a real thing. She's like, it's not a real thing. I think it's an American thing that they have kind of been like, oh, but we have like a German heritage, so this is what we do. But German people are like, I don't think we do that. So we finally got to the bottom of it. However, I've totally fallen into it, and I have now bought a pickle Christmas decoration, which I'm very excited for. Another Top Bants t-shirt. I genuinely love all the merch in this shop. I think it's great. They also have an amazing glassware shop, and look at this. This is absolutely stunning. If you've got a spare $79,000, this would look great in anyone's house. This is just such a beautiful pavilion. It's so pretty. Loads of great photo spots, good beer, great food. I loved Biergarten. It was so much fun, and the shops are great. Now, actually, there's a shop that I haven't been in. Last time I was here, it was still closed. So let's go and have a little look at that because I haven't been there before. Oh, little chicken. So in here you could get all of the famous Steiff teddy bears, and they are too cute. Last time I did actually get a mini Steiff, and I absolutely love it. So let's see if there's any other Disney ones. This eel is too cute. So they have the Minnie Mouse that I got, but they have a Mickey Mouse holding a teddy bear. This is too cute. Like, what? This is like teddy bear Inception, but that is too cute. And you can also get just the Mickey who would match my Minnie. Or you can get this adorable little fellow, but he's $350. Oh my god. The Dumbo. Oh my god. Okay, I'm nearly a 40-year-old woman. I can't be buying a teddy bear. I can't be buying a teddy bear. I don't know if I can get away with buying a teddy bear. They also have lots of Snow White merch. Obviously that is set in Germany. And this little set is so cute. Plus they have some really gorgeous cuckoo clocks. Like, these are too cute. This is absolutely incredible. I love this. The sun is setting and it is beautiful pink skies, and this is something that I love about Florida. Like, the mornings and the sunset, you get such beautiful light. It's stunning. So I do have one more booth on my list. Now, I have already had the guava cake, but there's a possibility I might get it again because it was so good. However, I am feeling very stuffed. We've had a lot of food. Luckily, it's been over the course of the days. It's been nice to kind of spread it out, but it's still a lot of food. But when you come to Food and Wine, it's such a joy just to spend the whole day meandering around, and this was the perfect rest day activity. It's been so fun, and like, my foot is feeling much better for having lots of sit downs, and this could not have been a more perfect day after such a late night. And I absolutely love Food and Wine. It totally made me love this park. And if you never visited Epcot during one of the festivals, I would absolutely do it because they are wonderful. There's 4 festivals throughout the year, all with a different theme, and they really add so much to the park, and they're all included in the ticket price. You get to have all this extra amazing stuff. Part of Food and Wine is the Eat to the Beat concert, so most nights they have a different concert happening. It tends to be like more retro acts, So bands that you loved when you were a teenager kind of performing, which is so fantastic. You get to see them, and again, it's included. You do need to start queuing quite early because the seats will go quickly, but they also do dining packages. If there's a band you really want to see, then you could do a dining package to secure your seat. This is such a beautiful time to be walking around Epcot. The temperature has dropped a bit. I'm loath to say that because every time I say that, suddenly the humidity kicks up. But hopefully, because it's getting quite late now, it's nearly 8, that it is just dying down and we'll have nice temperature for the rest of the evening. I don't know if I'm going to stay for the fireworks, so I wouldn't mind seeing them, but I'm also aware that I'm very tired. I've got an early start tomorrow. My feet could probably do with the rest. And I'm like, if I'm here, then probably, but if I'm not here, it'll be nice just to go back to the room and have a little relax. I have been lucky this time. I have seen quite a lot of the nighttime shows. Sometimes it's one of those things where I don't see many of them, but to do the firework dessert party for Happily Ever After was next level. Got to see Fantastic, and I possibly might go and see Fantastic again because I'd never seen it until this trip, and I've got the opportunity to go and see it again, so I might do that. So we'll see. But if we don't, I've had a great Epcot day. But we've still got a little bit more eating to do, so let's carry on. Okay, so I've now got my last food and wine option for the night, unless I decide to get something sweet on the way out and get that guava cake again. But I have got the Impossible Moussaka. It looks really nice, so let's dig in. This is from the Greece booth. That is really good. You get the really nice Impossible meat. There's a little bit of sweetness. I think there's some sort of like cinnamon or something like that inside. And you've got like a really nice topping with a little bit of like cheese or like bechamel type sauce. Like, this is an amazing moussaka. This is one of the best things I've had, which I wasn't expecting much, but this is ending up being one of the best options I've had all day. Like, what a great way to end food and wine. This is amazing. This is so delicious. That sweetness that you get really adds to the dish, and it's so subtle but really amazing. So the wind is starting to pick up and I can feel some rain droplets in the air, so I'm going to start heading towards the front of the park. I really want the guava cake because it's delicious, but I am so unbelievably full. I don't think I could possibly squeeze in another morsel. So I'm going to head back towards the front of the park. Spaceship Earth is all lit up now, so I want to go get some images of that because it is stunning. And let's hope we can get back to the hotel before the rain. It's really nice that near Communical Hall you now have loads of extra seating, so I've had to have a few little sit downs on my way out because my foot is hurting a little bit, so I'm like, I'll have a little sit down and regenerate so that I can get to the car. But this is amazing because you just add so much seating to the park, and in World Showcase it's in kind of short supply, but over here now there's loads, which is fantastic. What an amazing Epcot day I've had. It was the perfect rest day, just doing food and wine, eating, drinking, sitting down, soaking up the atmosphere on World Showcase. It has been perfection, and it's been such a fun day. It's one of my favourite days of the trip is always when you get to do food and wine day, because it's such a relaxing day. It's so good, so full, so much good food. But what an amazing Epcot kind of day. So tomorrow we have still more adventures. It's going to be very fun. I'm heading back to Magic Kingdom. So do come join me and see what I get up to. I'm very excited for tomorrow because it's going to be a party day. So we're going to see if the park's a bit quieter. And I've got multi-pass, so I should be able to fit a lot in. I'm going to try and get that virtual queue for Tiana. And fingers crossed we get it, so we can go on that. And yeah, it's just going to be another epic day, and every day of the trip so far I'm like, oh my god, everything's been amazing. So I cannot wait for another awesome Disney day. But thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, I hope you have a most magical day. Bye bye. I've got my little pickle. I've been tricked into buying a Christmas pickle.